In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business. And we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing on this amazing Wednesday morning? It is hump day, and y'all know what that means for me. Usually on hump day, I can't get my words together. Watch today. Today's going to be an awesome day, and I'm going to have my words together. I'm not going to lose my words. I'm going to have my thoughts complete. We're going to get it together. But today is a rainy day. It's been raining since yesterday. And of course it was going to rain because I got my dirt yesterday. Somebody put up a video and they said, I used to be a cool kid. Now I just show pictures of my vegetables and stuff. And so I was like, yeah, and I show dirt, vegetables and dirt. That's what I do now. I am excited about dirt. So I got dirt for Mother's Day. And if you were not here and if you do not follow me, why would I want dirt for Mother's Day? I got dirt, topsoil and mushroom compost. Why would I want that? Because I am a gardener and I wanted to have my new dirt in the ground so I could start planting my new things. So I was super excited about it. I have 2 piles, and so now they're wet, super wet because it's been raining since yesterday. So they're super wet and now they're heavy. Today was the day I thought I was going to be moving the dirt and put it into the ground, but I'm not moving that heavy dirt in the ground. I'd rather it be dry so that, it's easier to move. I have a whole front to fill and some garden beds. So I definitely want to make sure it's a little bit lighter because it does give my body. Let me tell you, last year my body was sore. So yeah, so I'm excited about it. Very, very excited about it. And Kim's in the building. And let me just tell y'all, I seen Kim. Kim has a cucumber. She has some tomatoes and some peppers growing. So I'm excited to see what else she grows and how big everything gets. And let me tell y'all something. Yesterday, Mr. Steve caught me outside. Mr. Steve caught me outside. If you guys don't know who Mr. Steve is my neighbor that lives up the road. He has a little dog. And anytime he catches you outside, you're out there for at least an hour or so. And you're going to talk about everything, right? So I went outside to look at the dirt. And Sean and I went outside to look at the dirt. So just to make sure, she was like, well, what are you going to do with it? And we're doing all this planning and everything here because Mr. Steve coming down the street. And she was like, Mr. Steve is coming. I was like, shh. And so usually this is what she does to me, right? Mr. Steve will come and I get caught outside because she has to come back in and go to work. And every time I say I have to go back in, he knows that I work for myself. So he just keeps on talking and keeps on talking. I was like, so no exception. Yesterday, he did the same thing, caught me outside. And came over, started talking about everything. Let me tell you something. I even got new information. I know about his mom and his dad now. Like, I got so much, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mr. Steve be talking to me like Mr. Steve, I gotta go. But he still talks, right? So he told me yesterday that I was lazy. Mr. Steve called me lazy. He said, you are lazy. You don't have your stuff in the ground yet. I said, Mr. Steve, what? Just because you are retired and a veteran and all you do is work on your land, that don't mean that's what everybody else do. I don't have time to be doing things like you do. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Mr. Steve, how dare you call me lazy? So yes, he called me lazy. He said my stuff's not in the ground. And I said, well, my stuff's not in the ground, but it's definitely planted. Like, I got it on the deck. All it has to do is get in the dirt. I said, it's already planted. And he was like, yeah, it should have been planted. I'm like, Mr. Steve, cut it out. Cut it out, Mr. Steve. So yeah, he caught me outside, and I had to tell you guys that he called me lazy. I even put him on, if you guys want to see who he is, I put him on my stories yesterday if it's still there. So yeah, it's Mr. Steve is always an adventure. That's what we'll say. He's always an adventure. So today I want to know if you guys, well, let me get into the whole thing, but I want to know if you guys watched the movie. I did check this morning. The movie is available on YouTube, so you can watch it totally for free. Also, I was going down a rabbit hole. I was going to just pick up where I left off yesterday, but I ended up going down a rabbit hole. Cousin, you guys know her as the best moderator on earth, but I'm going to get into that. She was like, go, watch ABC. It's going to be something about the government is suing. TikTok is suing the government, and make sure you check it out. I missed it, but I did catch it on YouTube. I'm going to show you guys the video. But it sent me down a further rabbit hole. I went into Shein, the Chinese government, all other things. You know what I'm saying? And we were just supposed to be talking about the movie Social Dilemma. So we're going to be talking about both. And again, I may not drag it, but we may go on and talk about it for the rest of the week, especially because it's something that we use as entrepreneurs. It's something that we use as a tool. And so a lot of content creators and entrepreneurs are fighting to keep the app. And it's totally understandable. Like I said, people have been able to pull themselves up by the bootstraps and take care of their families and invest and do different things with their businesses that they would have never done before. And TikTok has allowed them to do that. So it's understandable why they would fight for it. And so we're going to talk about that today. So I did all of that. I want y'all to know it is a rainy day. Did I tell y'all rainy, rainy, rainy? But hey everybody, welcome to Coffee with Nikki. I am your host, Miss Nikki. This is your daily cup of information and inspiration. And today, like I said, we are going to be talking about TikTok. We're going to be talking about being sued, the US government being sued. We're going to be talking about the banning of TikTok. We're also going to be talking about the movie The Social Dilemma. And let's get into who's in this room, y'all. Who's in the room? Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. So I see cousin is first. You guys know her as Latrice, or you may know her as the best moderator on what? Earth. The best moderator on earth is in the building. Good morning, cousin. She said, good morning, my hearts. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Miss Melody. Melody said, good morning, ladies. It's hump day. Make it a great day. I'm telling you, this day, I don't even know what it is about a Wednesday, but Wednesday be getting to me. Good morning, Miss Kim. Miss Kim's in the building. She said, good morning, lovelies. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. Chantel is in the building. She said, good morning. Good morning, Chris Marie. Good morning, good morning. How are you doing this amazing morning? And good morning, Miss Tracy. Tracy's in the building. She said, good morning, ladies. All right, y'all. So let's get into it because I got a lot, and I was trying to not go in as deep into the rabbit hole, but this rabbit hole goes deep, right? And so I have notes and notes and notes because yesterday I wanted to make sure. Remember, I said there were countries that were banning TikTok, and I didn't have the countries listed, but I do have them listed today. And we're going to talk about Social Dilemma, and we're also going to be talking about I'm going to show you some videos. I'm going to show you some videos because I have them. I'm going to show you some videos because I have them. I have too many papers here, and I'm not going to go through all of this. But I'm going to show you some videos. Excuse me. I'm going to start with how many of you guys watched the movie Social Dilemma? How many of you guys, did you guys watch it yesterday? Good morning, Janae. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Did you guys watch Social Dilemma yesterday? Remember yesterday I kept on saying, please watch Social Dilemma. Watch Social Dilemma. That's your homework. Watch Social Dilemma. How many of you guys did that? Let me know in the chat. My papers are messed up because the printer printed them out all crazy. How many of you guys saw Social Dilemma? Not yet, but it's on my list. If you watched it, I want you guys to do a refresher and watch it again. I want you to do a refresher and watch it again. I didn't get a chance to do that. All right. Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Let me know. I'm going to play this video. I hope I've never done, playing the whole video from like YouTube or whatever. So I hope that I do not get a strike. And even if I do, I'll just make this video private. I'll just make it private. But I'm going to show you what's going on in ABC. They had the video of they did not the video. They did a report. Here I go with my messing up my words. They did a report on TikTok fighting the US government about they rather not even have it here. It's going to be too much of a hassle for them to sell it to an American buyer or whatever. There's people looking at it. Again, I'm going to share this video. There are people looking to buy it, but in order for them to buy it, and they just, I think it's all about just the algorithm. And in order for them to purchase it, is going to be a hassle. And according to the information that I found, and again, if you guys know more information, please share it with me, because I would like to speak from a place of clarity and giving right information. But according to them, the Doyen app makes them is their cash cow, according to the information that I was getting yesterday and was researching. That's their cash cow. So they really could care less if America stays on board or not. They rather just take it, but they are fighting it. So it makes you wonder, why is America fighting so hard to keep this app, right? All of the other countries have banned it, completely banned it, without worrying about if there's going to be give us this algorithm or sell us this algorithm or whatever. They just banned it. But why are we not banning it? Why are we not just saying, okay, that's it. It's a security risk. They're giving up too much information. According to them, it's our data, it's our browsing history, it's our buying patterns, it's our behaviors, all of that. If this is what they're doing, then why does America want to buy it instead of just banning it and saying, okay, no? You know what I'm saying? All of the other countries, they are banning it. And according to what I'm looking at, it seems more or less it's like government officials and people like that are, banning, and they're not allowing the app to be on their phone or, on business provided phones. They can't use it. Some of them can use it on their personal phones, but a lot of them do not. They are not allowed to use it on their personal phones either. So it leaves you to wonder, why does America want this technology so bad? Right? Why do they want it so bad? Let me see. It makes you look at this world differently, so much differently. A lot of business owners that sell on TikTok are suing the government because they're making money. Like, they're changing lives over there. They're changing, not over there, but they're changing their lives. They're changing their trajectory. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are able to sell all over the world. They are able to make more money than they've ever made before. They are able to do things that they never even thought they would. They are vacationing and doing things. They are buying warehouses. They are taking care of their businesses. Their businesses are growing and thriving, and it shows no signs of slowing down. So it makes you wonder, like, well, why do you want to do this if this is so great for our economy, right? If this is so great for our economy, why are you doing this? But let me share this video with you guys. This is from ABC, and let me put this on a full screen, and I'm going to let you guys hear what they're saying, because I am just the messenger. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen in the chat. Let me know. I have a few things that I want to show you, but let me know if you can see my screen in the chat. Put some ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. I don't need. Okay. I was about to say, I don't even know if y'all can hear me now that I took myself off. Okay. So I'm about to play this video, and let me know if you could hear it. Put ones in the chat if you could hear it.
And TikTok is suing the U.S. government over a new law that could ban the app nationwide. The social media company claims the law is unconstitutional and violates Americans' rights to free speech. ABC's Rachel Scott and Alexis Christoforous has more on that. Rachel, this new law forces TikTok's Chinese parent company to either sell the platform or face a total ban in the U.S. So on what grounds are they now suing the federal government?
Yeah, look, TikTok and its parent company, ByteDance, are making it clear that they will be taking on the federal government. And they outline in this lawsuit that not only are they not willing to try and find a new parent company for TikTok, that they simply just will not do so. So one of the major arguments that TikTok outlines in this lawsuit is that a possible ban infringes on the rights of 170 million Americans who use the app right here in the United States. TikTok also argues that the Chinese parent company ByteDance cannot get permission from the Chinese government necessarily to sell a certain feature of the app that powers TikTok here in the United States. They also make the case here that it would take years to find a whole new set of engineers to sort of power the platform here in the United States. And so ultimately, it would lead to a shutdown of TikTok by the end of January of next year. And so they are taking on the federal government, and they say that they will challenge this all the way through the courts.
Alexis, we've heard potential buyers are lining up to buy TikTok. So what's the parent company ByteDance saying about a possible sale? Are they open to it?
They have made very clear they are not going to sell this company. And they actually say it's not feasible. To Rachel's point, they're saying they would have to transfer millions of lines of source code, which is the life's blood of TikTok, to the US. Then engineers here would have to come up to speed with that source code or that algorithm that makes the company so valuable. They say that could take years to have happen. And what a lot of people might not realize is ByteDance actually owns many different companies, and TikTok is just one of them. It does not mean a lot in terms of revenue to ByteDance. So in many ways, the company would rather see it be shut down and banned in the US than actually sell it to an American-based company.
So what does this mean for users then?
Well, we don't know until January 19th. People are lining up, as you said, to try and buy it, including deep-pocketed companies like Microsoft and Oracle.
We had Kevin O'Leary on this show talking about how he wants to buy it.
Yeah, come together with other rich folks, have a consortium of people buy this company. You're looking at it possibly being worth $100 billion with the algorithm. If they were to sell it without that algorithm, some are saying it could be $30 or $40 billion. Remember, 6 out of every 10 Americans under the age of 30 uses TikTok. This is a very valuable company.
So, Rachel, how are lawmakers responding to the lawsuit?
Well, for the most part, lawmakers are pretty united on this. You had this bipartisan bill that was passed in both the House and the Senate. It made its way to the president's desk, and he ultimately signed it. And they warn of the national security risks here. They say that by using TikTok, that the Chinese parent company ByteDance and even the Chinese government could then have access to your browsing history, even your location, as well as your data. Now, TikTok does deny those allegations. One thing that is also notable in this lawsuit, TikTok points out that even though the president signed that bill that could lead to a possible ban on TikTok here in the United States, the Biden campaign has a TikTok and has continued to use TikTok even after the president signed that bill into law. And so they argue the use of TikTok by the president's own campaign for 2024 and even other members of Congress completely undermines their arguments that this is somehow a national security threat, that they're putting Americans' data and privacy at risk. This is something I asked the vice president about just a couple of weeks ago when I interviewed her. And she said that they don't want a ban. At this point, they are worried, obviously, about the parent company of TikTok, but they're not going to comment on ongoing litigation, Diane.
All right, Alexis Christoforous, Rachel Scott, thank you both.
All right, you guys. So as you can see, okay, so as you can see, so as you can see, our president is being, according to what we hear, okay, is being hypocritical because you want everybody to ban it, but you still got it. If this is a concern for national security, then you are the highest up on the totem pole that has all of the information that no one should have. We the people don't have that kind of information. We don't have classified information. We don't have top secret information, although you do. So if it is possible for them to get our information based on listening to the things and the conversations that we're having, then why do the president of the United States have it according to all of the information that they will be discussing, meetings that they will be having, things that are coming into play? Why would you still have it on your phone, but you're telling all of us that we should not have it on the phone. Is that hypocrisy or no? Or no? Or not? Let me see. Patricia said data is king if this doesn't prove it, period. We not paying for the product. We are the product, period. Yes, indeed. My information is in danger with my bank, PayPal, and so many other apps that we use in the US, period. And that's absolutely the truth. And anytime we're doing any transactions online, it is a chance that our data will be breached. Anytime we're doing any transactions on the internet, anytime. And even if we're not doing the transactions online, we've seen that using your debit card and things like that, that companies like Target and Walmart and all these other companies, that their data has been breached and they have been hacked. We've seen that. We've witnessed this, right? And instead of them trying to see how they could further protect us, the top of the list is TikTok. That doesn't even make sense. We are the only thing for them to make money from. Right. Every time someone says something about TikTok, I would say, yes, she did. She was like, okay, watch Tamara. Is it Tamara Hall? Watch Tamara Hall. So I sat there yesterday. I don't even know how to work my TV because I don't watch it. Right. So I'm trying to find Tamara Hall. So I find Tamara Hall and I'm watching it. And I was like, okay. So then this morning she was like, okay, the news, check the news. TikTok is being sued. I mean, the US is being sued by TikTok. Go check it. So I am on it. I'm going to try to give you all of the information as I can. And if again, I want to get clarity. I really do want to get clarity, and I want you guys to get clarity too. We see that ByteDance owns other apps here that we use, and there's not a fight for these other apps either. So there's not a fight for CapCut, and Jazz gave us one yesterday called Lemon 8. I've never heard of it. She said it's similar to Instagram. It's not as popular as Instagram, but yeah, they own that as well. They're not fighting for those other apps. They're only fighting for the algorithm of TikTok, right? And so the ByteDance is suing the United States, but I'm like, well, did they sue China? Because in China, since they have strict censorship, and it just could be because it's the law, right? Because their freedom of speech is different from our freedom of speech. I'm not sure. So did ByteDance sue China because they weren't able to get the app over there? So what they did instead of fighting to get TikTok over there is that they just created a new app, and the new app is called Douyin. I think I'm saying it right. The new app is called Douyin, and so according to some, it's more educational. It gives different kind of information. I was reading an article. Let me just go real fast to this article. It says okay, so the difference between Douyin and TikTok, and this person his or her name is Tristan Harris. He's the co-founder of the Center of Humane Technology. This is what he said. In their version of TikTok, if you're 14 years old, they show you science experiments you can do at home, patriotism videos, and educational videos. They make their domestic version a spinach version. Excuse me, I spit. My mouth is all juicy. They make their domestic version a spinach version, while they've shipped the opium version to the rest of the world. And so this is what's popping over on that side. So like I said, if this was the situation and it's more or less about a breach of security, then why not get the same app? Especially since China is heavily censored, why not get the same app that they have there? Although there's another person in this article out, and I'll definitely put the article in here for you guys to read. This person is saying that, they are feeling a way about all social media. It is not about Douyin. It is not about TikTok. They feel the same way about all social media because they're unable to control it. And so it's not, they say, there's things that's happening on Douyin that parents and teachers and other people are uncomfortable with. But again, it is allowing them to use the social media platform. But, they're feeling uncomfortable as well. It's not like, okay, well, we get this version and America gets this version and we get the better version because it's all about us having the better version. This is what the lady was saying in the article. And so she was like, they're both you know, they're both fighting for the same thing. It's not a better version, it's just a different version, right? It's just a difference of what's allowed to be on the app, but it's still the same kind of influence. It's still a heavy influence on society as a whole. So let me see what you guys are saying. We are the new marketplace. Ooh, and that's funny that you said that, because the article that I'm reading is from the marketplace. Let me put this in here for you guys. This is the article that I was reading. Let me know if you guys can click it. Let me know if you guys can click it. So who is this lady? Let me see. Her name is Pac. Like, I forgot what. Now I got to scroll up too far. Jennifer Pac. Let me see. Okay, so she says, I have heard people, I have to say, I've heard people here describe Douyin as kind of opium as well. I don't think necessarily school teachers or even parents are happy with their kids going on Douyin. So in China, everybody has an account online. Usually they have to register with their real name, which means they have to put in their ID cards in, or their phone numbers, which is very much linked to our passports and ID cards, so that authorities will know if you posted something that you probably shouldn't have. I would say maybe it's true in terms of how strict China's censorship rules are, but I have to say there's a lot of stuff that people are not happy about on Douyin. Yes, there's news. Yes, I've seen videos of little kids teaching their parents about math problems and how they solved it because they learned it in tutoring classes. But at the same time, you can see equally the same amount of nonsensical stuff. People shoving as much food as they can in their mouth, people dancing. I mean, again, the whole point is for entertainment, right? So I would say overall, I have not heard of people saying Douyin here. I have not heard of people here saying that Douyin is educational at all. At all. So, I mean, there are different viewpoints about what Douyin is, and being that we don't have access to it. So, I mean, we do have access to it if you got to do some things in order to get it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not different. Remember yesterday I was saying, well, Doyen's version is more educational and TikTok is more entertainment, and the dumbing down of America, da 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 da. But I think it's more so about the impact. It's more so about swaying the public's opinion on something, because again, America doesn't want to ban it, it wants to control it, right? And so if you watch the movie Social Dilemma, and let me share this little clip with y'all. I think I got to remove this. Let me see. I'm going to show y'all something about what they're saying about Social Dilemma. Okay. So where is it? It's right here. All right. I think this is the trailer. You guys, y'all ready? Put ones in the chat if y'all ready. Put ones in the chat if y'all ready. Ones in the chat if y'all ready. And I'm going to play this video. Normally I don't do this, but I like doing that, giving the information, because, I'm just kind of like regurgitating it as I get it, but I'm giving it to you straight from the horse's mouth, from where I hear it from. Right. So, like I said, the president has it on his phone. Again, if it's a national risk, if it's a national security risk, and you have the most top secret information, then why do you have it? If it's a case where, they're going to get people's information, then why do you have it? Remember, I was telling you guys yesterday that the other president, and I don't even know, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can say his name, Trump, right? So Trump was saying that he wanted to ban TikTok a long time ago. And he wasn't successful at it, right? So he wanted to ban it. So now Biden comes into play, and so now he wants to ban it. Remember, he was saying that it was influencing people opinion about the election. So that's what they were using social media for. And so he was having a big riff with Facebook, because he felt that that's what Facebook was doing. And so in this documentary, it tells you this. Okay, it tells you this. Let me get to this real fast so I can show you. All right. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see the screen. Say yes in the chat if you can see the screen. Say yes in the chat if you can see the screen. Yes, if you can see the screen. Okay. So this is I think the trailer, not I think, I know it is, of the movie, The Social Dilemma. And I'm going to give you the link so that you guys can watch it for free if you do not have a Netflix account. Let me put this in the chat. If you don't have a Netflix account, this is how you can watch the movie. Oh man, it's not letting me do it. If I'll put it in the community. I'll put it in the community. All right, here we go.
Facebook discovered that they were able to affect real world behavior and emotions without ever triggering the user's awareness. They are completely clueless.
Fake news spreads 6 times faster than true news. We're being bombarded with rumors.
If everyone's entitled to their own facts.
Now, y'all remember the other president was saying things were fake news. And again, we were sitting here. Can you guys hear me? Let me put me up here. We were hearing about the fake news. Remember? And we heard fake news, fake news, fake news. And, you know, Trump's always talking about fake news and da 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 da. Well, he wasn't false. He wasn't lying. He wasn't spreading misinformation. It was actually what was popping. So let this play a little bit more.
There's really no need for people to come together. In fact, there's really no need for people to interact.
We have less control over who we are and what we really believe.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? This is our apps. Our apps here. Our apps that we have, that they're not suing anybody else, and they're not trying to ban these apps either. So the apps that we already use here in the States are doing these things to us. And we're concerned that China's going to do this to us. And they're good with this. They're good with us having misinformation. They're good with swaying our opinions. They're good with us really not being able to think for ourselves. They're good with that. But that doesn't make sense. Does it make sense to you? Because it really isn't connecting to me. It doesn't make sense for me. That's because they can influence, control with money.
Want to control the population of your country. There has never been a tool as effective as Facebook.
Did y'all hear that? There has never been a tool as effective as Facebook until TikTok. So I'm concerned. I want to know if they are trying to own, control, operate TikTok. I know Google is trying, and I know I get a lot of slack about me and AI and using AI, but it's a battle about whose AI is going to be the best. How much information can one's AI get, or whatever. It's a lot of things going on, and it's so much in my head that I want to say that I'm trying to condense and keep myself on track. But you know, my mind is like, it's all over the place. But yeah, excuse me, there's no other app that has as much control as Facebook. None. Let's get back into this.
We built these things and we have a responsibility to change it. The intention could be, how do we make the world better? If technology creates mass chaos, loneliness, more polarization, more election hacking, more inability to focus on the real issues, we're toast.
This is checkmate on humanity.
And y'all heard him say more election hacking, right? More. Again, I'm not for Trump, Biden. I'm not for either president, but I'm for some facts, right? They said more election hacking. Not that it didn't exist, not that it didn't, it could never happen. No, more election hacking. More. Okay? That's right. Starting with Google and Facebook are not just search engines or places to see friends. They are competing for our attention. Yep. To figure out how much of our lives we can give them. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you guys check it out. I'm gonna try one more time to see if I could put it in this chat. I don't know why it's not allowing it to go in there. Okay, there it goes. Okay, I think I got it. Check and see, check and see, check and see if you could click that. Check and see if you can click it. Now, remember, I said it's just about me giving you the information that I am finding for myself. I am by no means saying that I am a pro. I am, and I'm not saying that all of the information that I have is accurate, but I'm telling you that I'm presenting the information that I found. And until something proves to be, different, and if it is, then I'll give you the other information. But as of right now, this is the information that I found. And this is public information. And I wanted to share it with you guys because, we need to have a chance, an opportunity to form our own opinions. And I don't want everybody to be like, oh, they're just trying to take it away just because of people are trying to make money. Oh, they're just trying to take it away because of this. No, I want us to really dig into it. And I really want us to look at the reason why things are happening the way that they're happening. Because I think it's time that we as citizens open our eyes and open our mouths. I mean, there's people that do things, but some people who are doing things ain't doing things to help you. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just saying. So according to what I've been reading, TikTok's government owns 1% of ByteDance, right? So then you can see how that would be a security risk if we are beefing with China, right? That's understandable. But there are so many countries that are not using TikTok and they're banning it. And so instead of us saying sell it to us, then why don't we just ban it, right? And there's other companies as well. And again, I told y'all I was going down deep dives, deep rabbit holes. And so certain companies like Shein and Temu and all of those companies, sometimes they're hiding their information so that they can sell to different countries, right? And so is a level of transparency that needs to be had about the type of commerce that are being done between countries. And sometimes the information is not always accurate or true. And so I could see how it would cause a security risk, but we're also allowing these other entities to operate here. So again, if this is causing a security risk, then so are the other entities. And if that is so, then why do we want to buy the algorithm? Because now if you think about it, why haven't they been able to catch up to the algorithm already? How come they were not able to? And I think this is part of the reason. This is me in my tinfoil hat. This is me in my, in my conspiracy theory mind. If you knew that this is how they were operating and you knew that this was the algorithm or whatever, why didn't you imitate it and try to, do something even better or whatever? Why wasn't that the case? I don't know if they were unable to mimic or create something that they've seen, the success of TikTok with any other app. They were able to, you had Instagram, you had Facebook, then you had Instagram, you had Snapchat, you had Twitter, all of these other things. They had different things, but they were totally different. But once things started to get popular, they started to incorporate features in the other apps. Like Instagram with the short form videos, and Threads with the 150 characters or less, like X or Twitter, right? You see different companies copying certain things that the other companies had and putting it into their social media platforms. So why is it that they were unable to successfully duplicate, or create something better than TikTok for us as United States citizens? Why weren't they able to do that? Does anybody else see anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, are y'all with me, or am I just going off on a tangent? And maybe, it could just be me. Again, it could just be me. Could just be me. Y'all let me know. They want to change what we think, what we do, think, and who we are, and build models that predict our actions to create a more advanced model of us and increase the manipulation. Watch the movie. Watch the movie. Watch the movie. China has strict censorship rules. I told you guys that. Again, if they don't want us to be manipulated, according to our government, if they don't want us to be manipulated, then do away with the whole app. Do away with the whole thing. Why do you want to buy it? And you seen in the news video, they rather just take it away than sell it anyway, because they're saying that us here, we're never going to be able to catch up. It's going to take years for us to catch up with that technology. You know what that's saying? That we need to do better over here. It's going to take years for the Americans to keep up with that technology. So then what does that mean? Right? And like Patricia said, data is king. This is where you see they want the information to use the information again. I don't know if they want to use it against us, but I'm not going to say that they don't, right? But this is where you get to see that. So I want it to be accurate. So there are a bunch of places that are banning TikTok, and again, mostly are government officials and things like that. So Afghanistan banned TikTok since 2022, right? Why are we so late to the game? Why are we so late to the game? Trump already put this out for us, said let's ban it because this is infringing on our rights and da 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 da. Trump said that already, but nobody did. It went over everybody's head and it was overruled, right? So then here we go again. So now it's 2024. And so now we are saying sell it to us or ban it. It's been banned in other countries for years. This is not new. Right? Afghanistan since 2022. And there's also a video game called PUBG. I don't know what that is. Okay, so it said that it was protecting the young people from being misled. Australia is not allowed on federal government's phones. And they made this decision after getting advice from the country's intelligence and security agency. So if it is this dangerous for us to have, why would our president have it on his phone after telling us that it's not good for us? I just want to be clear. I just want to know. Belgium decided last month to indefinitely ban TikTok from devices owned or paid for by the federal government. The ban was issued on a temporary basis last year on worries about cybersecurity, privacy, and misinformation. And so they permanently banned it last month. Canada, Michelle was saying this is something that federal government officials cannot have on their phones. They said it's an unacceptable risk to privacy and security, and said the app would be removed from devices and employees blocked from downloading it. Denmark, same thing. Their work phones, ordering staffers, they have to remove the apps from the phone as soon as possible. They have what it says, security considerations, as well as very limited work-related need to use the app. Well, they don't need to use it for work. So the European Union, they also banned it. Under the European Parliament's ban, lawmakers and staff were also advised to remove the TikTok app from their personal devices. France, Recreational use of TikTok and other social media apps like Twitter and Instagram on government employees' phones have been banned because of worries about insufficient data security measures. The French government didn't. Okay. India, we already told y'all that they permanently banned it in 2021 because there was an issue between India and China over in the ban came shortly after a clash between Indian and Chinese troops at a disputed Himalayan border killed 20 Indian soldiers and injured dozens. The companies were given a chance to respond to questions on privacy and security requirements, but the ban was permanent. It was made permanent in 2021. Indonesia, Latvia, this is in Northern Europe, the Netherlands, Nepal. Nepal says it has a negative social impact on social harmony and environment. New Zealand, Norway, Pakistan, Somalia, Taiwan, the United Kingdom, and the United States is the last to do something about it. The last to do something about it is crazy. I did that one. Because America is behind in technology. Yep, and they aren't as smart as the Chinese. Goes back into what I was saying about our educational system, right? Buying it will cut out money being spent trying to figure out the platform. Yeah, because they want to cut. They're going to, cut the learning curve short. I'm all the way in with you. That makes me think about who the IRS really is and what the girl. So another thing, remember yesterday I was talking about Social Security. Funny that I seen a video about Social Security being a scam and it's going to be done with it. I think 2039. There's going to be no money in the for Social Security because we are trillions of dollars in debt, and so all the money that is going into Social Security is being spent to recoup the debt. What is going to the debt? Listen, I didn't make this stuff up. I'm just reporting what I heard. Right? I'm just reporting what I heard. If you go to my stories, it may still be there. I'm not sure. But in the movie Social Dilemma, I told you there was people that worked for other social media platforms, and in these social media platforms, they were doing things that they deemed to be unethical. They were doing things that they think infringed on the public's privacy, and it just was something that they didn't feel that it was good for the American people or people in general, right? And so they knew that they were crossing lines, and some of them were still doing it because they had no other options. But some other people created a different company, whereas they are going to have ethical practices and stuff like that. But you guys really need to check out the movie. You really need to check out the movie. And again, I will put that on my list of things because according to what I heard years ago, we have no obligation to pay taxes. According to what I heard, and you have to have a lawyer to really fight it because there's some loopholes and some things you got to do. This is something that I heard before. Again, this could be something that's not accurate. It's just something that I've heard in passing. I didn't go any deeper in it, but I did. I didn't do a deep dive on it, but I did hear about it. This country will be on fire if they run out of Social Security. Let me tell you something. They said 2039. And let me make sure I got the date right. They said 2039 that there may be no more Social Security. Let me see if the video is still here. Nope, the video is gone. Is it? No. Okay. 37. Social Security will be gone by 2037. I don't think that you guys could hear the videos from my phone. Let me try it. Let me know if you guys could hear it.
We're 30. This is all a scam. I mean, we got people that's getting ready to retire that's going to try to live off $2,000 to $3,000. Impossible. Because
can y'all hear that? Let me know if you can hear my phone. I had it playing, so if you didn't hear anything, and you just heard silence, that means it didn't work. Let me know if you can hear it. In 2037, Social Security will be gone. I am just reporting what I found. Let me know if you can hear it. And if not, I'll put it, it's in my stories. But in 2037, Social Security will be gone because we are indebted.
And they said this will never take more than 6% of your income. Today, it takes 12.4%. And depending on whether you go with CBO or Social Security trustees, it needs to take between 15.8 and 17.5%.
This is all a scam. I mean, we got people that's getting ready to retire that's going to try to live off $2,000 to $3,000. Impossible. Because what happens, it comes up here, we spend it. We're 35 trillion in debt. We don't have any money. We're dead broke. We are in huge trouble. And this.
Did y'all hear that? Let me know if y'all can hear it. I believe that we're not supposed to be paying for anything. We're supposed to be building villages and growing farms and crops, helping each other, not working for the man, shopping in these stores and everything else. Listen, I'm all for that. I'm all for it. I am all for it. If not, I will definitely, again, I will repost this video so you guys can hear it. It is, oh, you can. Okay. Let me just play it real fast for y'all. If y'all paying into Social Security,
it's our damn money that we paid in. I could have put my Social Security money for 40 years in tax in the market and probably be worth 8 to 10 million today. But the federal government wasted it. People are going to have to work, continue to work longer and longer. Am I right, Ms. Ginger? Can you say something about Social Security?
Yeah, and I'd like to point out when Social Security was first founded, those who established it, it was started out as a 2% tax, and they said this will never take more than 6% of your income. Today, it takes 12.4%, and depending on whether you go with CBO or Social Security trustees, it needs to take between 15.8 and 17.5%.
This is all a scam. I mean, we got people that's getting ready to try to live off.
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? We are going to, let me tell y'all something. As we get the information, we could do, as a gift. You could take it or leave it. Again, if y'all know more information, send it to me, send it my way. I would love to be informed about all of this information. If you know something, send it to me. If they can send billions, okay? Billions to other countries for wars, they can pay me my money, period. They just, okay. This is another conversation for, but yes. And they sent none to Haiti. Nothing to Haiti. Nothing to Haiti to save the people, but they sent it for war. Make it make sense. And you can't get it until you reach an age that they put in place. Yep, it's all a scam. Yep. So the movie Social Dilemma, let me because we can go all day with this one, right? But the movie Social Dilemma, there's some key takeaways. They have engineered addiction. So they know that you are going to be addicted to it because they're researching you. They're paying attention to every move that you make. They're making it so much so that you are going to be attracted to it like a drug, right? You're going to be attracted to it like a drug. In this movie, the mom said we're going to eat dinner as a family, right? The mom said we're going to eat dinner as a family, so everybody put their phones in these boxes. We're going to lock this box. Nobody can get their phone until after dinner. So they're sitting there for dinner. Nobody can have a conversation. Nobody can, everybody's sitting there stuck on stupid. They don't know what to say. They're just sitting there. And so the little girl, she's like, I need my phone. Somebody's phones go off. And they was like, well, let me go over there and check it. And the mom was like, no, we're going to have a dinner. We're going to have, we're going to speak. We're going to talk to each other like a family. And the little girl gets up out of the chair, goes and finds, I forgot what she used. She broke the box to get her phone. And then she walked away. That is how addictive these phones are for people. And I'm not saying it's that dramatic and drastic for every situation, but you do realize that when you take the phone from kids, even adults, if you put your phone down, you do have withdrawals from holding your phone. Why is that so? because they created a pattern, they created something that's going to be as addictive as a drug, so that you are always connected and on your phone. How many of you guys agree with me? You see the kids, you take their phone, they don't know what to do with themselves. They don't know if they could, what activities to do. They don't want to be involved with activities. They don't want to speak to people. They are in a funky mood all the time over a freaking phone, over not being able to utilize their phone and speak to strangers online or whatever it is that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And so it's engineered addiction that we see going on in Social Dilemma. That movie is really good, y'all. Really good. Really good. What? A little girl just killed her mother for taking her phone at 12. Have complete meltdowns. What is the excuse and the reasoning behind this? Our kids are not socialized. I mean, she could have just been a crazy little girl, right? She could have been, but our kids are not socialized. Our kids are being manipulated to do things like this because they're so addictive. And once it gets out of control, there's no way for them to pull back because it's already there. It's already implanted. It's already a behavior. It's already there. They already groomed you to be whatever that is, right? It's already there. So how are they going to pull back on that? How are they going to pull back on that? And I know you can say, and I will also say, it's us as parents. It is our responsibility to limit the time that our kids are on social media and have access to things. There are things that we could use to control what type of information our kids are privy to. But you also think your kids are going to school. They're in school for however many hours a day. They are influenced by their peers. Their peers have their phones and they're sharing information. So even if you blocked it on your child's phone, somebody else's child may have it on their phone and they're sharing it with your child, right? And all the things that you thought that you was protecting your child from, your child is now exposed to. Right? Your child is now exposed to. Good morning, April girl. Long time no see. Yeah, your child is now exposed to all of this that you was trying to protect them from, right? And again, I know some parents, they are like Melody said, they aren't parenting, and you gotta work, you gotta do things. I get it, but some people are just putting iPads in front of their babies' faces. They're putting things, yes, there's some learning things that they're getting them some educational value out of that, but how much really is educational value, right? Are they being hypnotized? Are they being manipulated? Are they being subliminal? What is subliminal messaging? Is that happening? Like, what's going on with these electronics that people want to fight you because they can't have it? People want to kill you because they can't have it. Why is it this addictive? This is more addictive than sugar. Is more addictive than sugar. It's more like, why is it so addictive? So that's one of the things that is in the movie, right? The social engineering of your the addiction, the addictive patterns, right? You scroll. I know that when I'm working, if I don't have anything to do, I automatically just reach. It's just like an automatic thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm reaching for my phone. I'm reaching for my phone to go to the bathroom. I'm reaching for my phone before I go to the store. I'm reaching, like, it's all of these things that's going on. Why is this happening with our people? I mean, well, not with our people because they're manipulating us, but you know what I'm saying? Watch the movie. Watch the movie. It also says they're worried about the data, right? So it points out to the extensive data collection that platforms engage in to create detailed profiles of users. So in the movie, they have avatar, right? This avatar, they're manipulating because they see, okay, well, this person didn't say anything for 5 minutes. Let's throw them somebody like their picture. Let's show them that they show you the dots. That means somebody's typing. That means you're going to stay on and see what that person is saying. Does anybody do that? When you see the little dots going, you will end up staying there on that particular person that you're talking to or whatever, so that you can see what they're going to say, so you don't get out and forget or whatever, like, and you end up staying on the phone. Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Damn good movie and information, but mine won't have no more electronics after this school year ends. I hear that. I refuse to live in fear of my kid, period. I hear that, Janae. I like the movie A Murderer in Your Home. Like the movie A Murderer in Your Home. Okay, okay. I came here to say that you are reading my mind with the sugar scrubs, and I am here for all of them. Ayy. Let's get it, girl. Let's get it. I'm thinking about doing chocolate. I may do chocolate. I want to do chocolate, and I was thinking about you and your brownies, and I was like, I want to do a chocolate brownie. So we'll see. We'll see. But how many of you guys wait and see? Oh, it's about to. It's time for me to get off. All right, so we're gonna go more into it tomorrow. Like I said, I'm gonna go real fast. Hey, Big Meech. Make sure you guys like the video. I'm gonna talk about it real fast. There's an avatar that they have, and so they're controlling this avatar. So they see the behaviors that the person is doing in this avatar. So if they see that they're quiet, then they're throwing something at them so that they can get on their phone and do something. If they see that they are liking a certain thing, so they're going like I told y'all, everybody is not going to scroll and see the same thing. If we're both on Instagram, we're not going to scroll and see the same thing. Even, I know we follow different people or whatever, but you're not going to see the same thing. If we go on YouTube and type a certain type of video up, we could type the same thing. You're going to get different videos that pop up. I'm going to get different videos that pop up, and they're going to pop up according to what we search and what we are interested in, and what we engage with. Those are the type of videos that are going to pop up. Yes, you may look at it and be like, well, it's the algorithm showing you what you want to see so that you can, get the information that you need quicker. No, it's also about them forming your opinions. It's also about that, because that's also in the video. And what they're doing is they're moving this avatar like a puppet, and this is how they're maneuvering us as people, in my opinion. So yes, if you guys have not seen this movie, please go out and see this movie. The movie, you don't have to go out. Matter of fact, it's on social media. Like I said, it's on YouTube. You can go to see the social media. Social Dilemma. The movie is on YouTube. And I'm going to put it here one more time for y'all. Let me get it real fast. Social Dilemma. That's not it. I think this is it. The Social Dilemma. If you do not have Netflix, you can watch it here on YouTube. Social Dilemma. Social Dilemma. Social Dilemma. Watch that movie. I'm going to write that down, Janae, and I'm going to see if I find it on the TV. A murderer. I don't even know if I can say that word on thing. Okay. Because I see everybody else be saying unalived. Have you seen that movie before? What is it? What's the name of the movie? Is that the whole title? Let me know in the chat. Is that the whole title, Janae? Put the whole movie title. I will see if I can find it. If I can, I'll watch it while I am working today. With that being said, y'all, just start looking into the things that are going on. And I just want you guys to open up your ears, eyes, and just pay attention to the things that are going on. I don't want to say limit your time, but this is not what that's about. It's all about seeing why they want to take it from us in the first place. But I just want to give you information so that you can form an opinion. If if I give you all of the information and all the facts, you can decide whether it's a good thing for us to have or it's not a good thing for us to have, and not be influenced by, a feeling or a results or whatever. We can form our own opinions. And so that's what my whole goal here is to do. You guys, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications bell so you can be notified when we are going live. We go live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki. We go live Thursday nights at 7 p.m. for Live in the Session Studio. This Thursday, we will be joined by Aisha Taylor Isa of the Sister Shop and also Sisters in Business Expo. We are going to be talking about consignment, collaborations, her shop, her expos, and just talking about the importance of giving information or bringing information to women of color, bringing information to entrepreneurs so that they are able to grow and scale their businesses. So I'm super excited to have her on. So you guys make sure that you guys put your notification bell on, and also turn on your alarms. Turn on your alarms. Let me see what the name of this movie is called. Okay. Okay, I will see that today. You guys make sure you watch the movie. I put the free video in here. You can watch it on YouTube. And that is it. That is all, y'all. Thank you so much for rocking with me this morning. I appreciate y'all. And I will see y'all again in the morning. See y'all later. Bye.